I'm Shawn Shaw, and I opened Metrowest Yoga about 7 years ago here in Westboro. I did have a studio in my home for a couple of years, and it quickly became too small for the number of students that were coming. So we decided to open a commercial space. And I found this beautiful space here in Westboro. I love this. This is our sort of home base, our mothership. I love it here. So we have been here almost 7 years. We opened our second studio in Worcester about just almost 2 years now. And they're both doing very, very well. We have a great community of yogis here. Many of them are parents and people that are, you know, a little more middle-aged than some of the college town hot yoga studios. And we've had some committed students that are still with us from the beginning, since my home really. And we are loving it here. We love our community. We love our yoga. We love the practice. What brought me to my yoga practice in the very beginning was the physical. Like most people, I started practicing yoga as a way to compensate some of the long distance running that I was doing, and that was over 30 years ago, close to 35 years ago now. And so I walked into my first yoga class, and I wanted to find some flexibility. But what I walked out of the class with was that sense of calm abiding that I found through yoga. And it was my first taste of really knowing that there was a place inside of myself that I could find where there was a calm. And I was hooked. So I've practiced for 35 years, mostly through having my children and working full-time. Not so consistently, off and on for most of those years until 1995. And in 1995 I really committed to my practice, and I've been practicing three to 6 times a week, and very committed to my practice ever since. And it's changed my life. So the calm abiding, that calm place in me that I found in my first yoga class, it leads me to one of the most important things that I think we connect to as yoga students, and that's our hearts, our light, as we refer to it in yoga. And I think that when we are in our calmest state, when we are removed from some of the stress and the tension that we can encounter in life, in that place, in our calmest state, we're in our truest place, our true nature. And our true nature is just our spirit, our light, and the real beauty that we all possess. So the ultimate thing I think that every one of us seek in our lives is peace, some serenity. And I think that the biggest benefit that we all receive when we commit to a yoga practice, when we really commit and we practice on a regular basis, the tension that's removed that we sometimes carry on a physical level, but on an emotional level as well. When we can move some of that out of our bodies and out of our spirits, there's a peace that we obtain. And you know, life is life, and we still have all of the obstacles that we deal with in life, but there's a peace that we find, and life just becomes more joyful when you can move through life from a peaceful place.